Many industries managing projects with fixed schedules presents unique challenges. Whether you're dealing with monthly, quarterly, or yearly deadlines, pressure to meet timelines while delivering quality is intense. Unlike more flexible methodologies where timelines can be adjusted based on progress, a fixed schedule leaves little room for adjustments. However, project managers can meet deadlines, mitigate risks, and deliver timely outcomes with the right strategies. One often overlooked factor in successfully managing a fixed schedule project is selecting the appropriate project management methodology. Your chosen method should align with the project's objectives, stakeholder expectations, and most importantly, the fixed timeline. While agile, waterfall, and hybrid methodologies offer distinct advantages, they can also present specific challenges when working with a fixed schedule. For example, agile methodologies, known for their iterative development, flexibility, and responsiveness to change, can be highly effective for projects where requirements may evolve. However, this same flexibility can pose a significant risk when the deadlines are rigid. Agile's encouragement of adapting to change at any point in the project can lead to more user-focused outcomes. Still, it also increases the likelihood of scope creep, misaligned priorities, and missed deadlines if not managed carefully. It's crucial to carefully manage Agile's continuous reevaluation of features and deliverables, as this hallmark of Agile may result in delays if the team becomes overwhelmed with changes or new features added late in the project. More traditional methodologies like waterfall are linear and follow a sequential process, which could be advantageous when there is a clear understanding of requirements up front and little room for change. Waterfall allows for detailed upfront planning and ensures each phase is completed before moving to the next. It is ideal for fixed schedule projects with clearly defined scope and deliverables. However, due to the inflexibility of waterfall, once a phase is completed, going back to make changes is costly and time-consuming. It can cause problems if requirements shift even slightly mid-project. This underscores the need for a robust change management policy in such projects. Having such a policy in place can help you and your team navigate unexpected changes with confidence, mitigating their impact on the project's timeline. A hybrid approach can offer the best of both worlds. By incorporating Agile's adaptability into waterfall structure, you can build a framework that supports flexibility within controlled parameters. For example, you might apply waterfall's detailed planning at the start of the project to nail down critical deliverables and timelines, while using agile sprints or iterations for less critical tasks that might evolve based on stakeholder feedback. Ultimately, the key is to carefully choose a methodology that balances flexibility with the need to meet a fixed deadline. When deadlines are non-negotiable, selecting the wrong methods can result in scope creep, misaligned priorities, or even project failure. Therefore, project managers should evaluate the project's specific needs, stakeholder preferences, and the available resources to select a methodology that will best support the project's goals while keeping it on track. An essential step in managing a fixed schedule project is to ensure a clear project charter for each phase or release. The charter should outline high-level details, including the key deliverables, resource allocations, timelines, and budgets. This document is the foundational stakeholder agreement, aligning everyone on the project's goals and constraints. By establishing these details up front, you minimize the risk of scope changes and misalignment as the project progresses. A key element in the charter is planning for time off, such as vacations, holidays, or other scheduled absences. These can have a significant impact if not accounted for early on. By factoring these into the project's timeline from the beginning, you can avoid last-minute surprises that could derail the schedule. Moreover, ensuring that all stakeholders agree to the charter and its terms is critical. Once finalized, the charter should be regularly revisited to confirm that the project remains on track. If any unexpected issues or risks arise, the charter should provide the basis for revisiting critical decisions and making the necessary adjustments. One of the most effective ways to manage risk and ensure a fixed schedule project stays on track is by regularly reviewing performance metrics. Monitoring metrics such as progress against milestones, resource utilization, or task completion rates provides critical insights into whether the project is on schedule. By tracking these indicators, you can identify potential risks or delays early and take action before they escalate. Analyzing past projects can help improve your team's estimating process for future projects. Accurate estimates are often challenging, but learning from previous project data can refine your understanding of how long specific tasks typically take and adjust your future timelines accordingly. Incentivizing teams based on metrics can also help drive better performance. However, it's essential to focus on balanced metrics, not just deadlines, but quality and completeness. Recognizing and rewarding teams for consistently meeting or exceeding targets can boost motivation and foster a culture of accountability, but it should never encourage cutting corners. Project management is often underestimated when estimating timelines, but it's crucial to a project's success, especially when the schedule is fixed. A good rule of thumb is to allocate between 5 and 20% of the project's execution timeline to project management tasks, depending on the project's complexity. These tasks include scheduling, coordination, risk management, progress tracking, and ensuring documentation is complete and current. For more straightforward projects, where project management may primarily involve coordination and scheduling, 5% might be sufficient. However, more complex projects with multiple stakeholders, detailed requirements, and significant documentation needs may require up to 20% of the schedule to be dedicated to management. This ensures that project managers can keep the project on track without stretching themselves too thin. Neglecting proper project management oversight can lead to delays, miscommunication, and a missed deadline. Ensuring enough time is dedicated to project management tasks creates a solid foundation for delivering on time and within scope. Completing high-effort deliverables early in a fixed schedule project is essential. High-effort tasks are often the most complex and time-consuming with the highest risk of delays. If left too late in the schedule, these tasks can jeopardize the entire project, especially if an unexpected issue arises. By tackling these tasks early, you give your team enough time to work through any challenges or bottlenecks, reducing the risk of last-minute panic or missed deadlines. It also allows the project manager to resolve issues while the schedule is flexible. Completing high-effort deliverables early also boosts team morale. Knowing that the more challenging work is behind them helps the team stay motivated as the project progresses. By the time you reach the latter stages of the project, only low effort or less risky tasks remain, making it easier to stay on schedule. While pushing for the earliest possible deadline may be tempting, setting overly aggressive end dates can lead to significant problems. Compressed timelines often leave little room for error, and when unforeseen challenges arise, teams may feel pressure to cut corners and meet deadlines. Instead, aim for a realistic timeline that accounts for potential challenges, such as dependencies on external resources, unexpected technical difficulties, or the need for additional reviews. Planning with some buffer allows for flexibility, ensuring that the project stays on track despite minor delays. If your team finishes on schedule, you can move on to the next project or complete lower priority tasks to maximum value. Additionally, avoid making your team too lean. While smaller teams might seem sufficient, they cannot often handle unexpected tasks or sudden changes. A lean team might be able to meet the deadline under ideal circumstances, but if anything goes wrong, the team may struggle to catch up. Ensure your team has enough capacity to handle both planned work and any unplanned challenges that may arise. Managing fixed schedule projects across industries requires precise planning, rigorous monitoring, and flexibility in execution. By establishing a well-defined charter, regularly reviewing performance metrics, allocating sufficient time for project management, addressing high-effort tasks early, and setting realistic timelines, project managers can mitigate risks and increase the likelihood of a successful on-time delivery. While fixed deadlines can create pressure, adopting these strategies ensures that your team is well prepared to handle the complexity of any project. Success in managing fixed schedules comes down to careful planning, effective communication, and adapting when needed. With these practices in place, project managers can confidently deliver results on time, time after time. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're getting value from this content, please like, share, and consider subscribing. It would help others who need to see these messages get them in their feeds and have the opportunity to improve. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon with another tip.